someone who tells me that I am chosen, that he chose me before the beginning of time. He knit me together in my mother's womb. So whatever brokenness or pain there is in the past, I know that I am fearfully and wonderfully made, that Jesus has a plan for me, a plan to give me a hope and a future.
I just wanted to leave when I first came, but something made me come back. My heart was slowly melting, but I still wasn't in a good place. I still wasn't talking to God, I still wasn't reading the Bible out of my own accord. I was choosing some paths that were not good, that were destructive to my life.
Before Impact, well, I describe my life as hypnotic from the day that you're born. From when you're born, you learn from your parents, you learn from people around you, people you look up to. And throughout my life, I was doing the wrong things, I suppose. Got into drugs at a young age, was into sexual morality a lot, drank a lot, too much alcohol, thought that was acceptable, smoking, doing lots of different things. I thought was acceptable in life to do, and it wasn't, and I turned to a point in my life where I hit a real low and realised that those weren't the things that were making me happy, which brought me to church. Something beside me, I think it's quite strange how, although a lot of people say they don't believe in God, but when they're going through a crisis in their life, why is it that they get down on their knees and start praying?
When you're there, when you're in Impact, and there are certain times in your life when actually God just shows you that He is the only way. He's your hope. He's that light, and He's the one who brings joy and love, and He's the one. He's just the one who you truly need. He's the truth, and I think that's what Impact, kind of reminds you. And maybe for those who didn't know that, God showed that to them, and
You've got a fresh life, and also the important part to me was that I don't need to look up to my parents no more. I don't need to look up to all those people that believe in different things that I was doing wrong in my life. Now I can lead by the example of the Bible, God and Jesus, and live a much better life. And I think that Impact has provided that for me. And it also, before, I was always on the fence. My faith wasn't that strong, and going through the Impact, it took my faith on another level, and I feel like God talks to me a lot more, and I feel a lot stronger in my faith, and I'm starting challenging those small little things that I still need to change in my life.
I think Impact was a time when I met with God again, like really, and He showed me that I was off the path, and wanted me to come back. He showed me that there were still things in my past that were affecting the way I was living, and He just provided so much love and support around me that just poured love into those sort of hurts, rejections from the past, and things that were causing me to live the way I was living. So for me, it's just brought me back to a place where I can have that relationship with Jesus again. And so now I'm desperate to talk to God, to find out more in His Word, and to get my life back so that it'll glorify Him.
As explained, everybody has a mentor in life who they look up to, whether that be a parent, whether that be a friend or something. So really Jesus is that to me, is the person that I will look up to, because I believe you'll only be as successful as the person that you look up to. And Jesus is the perfect example for that. Teaches you what is right and what is wrong in life, so that you can live the happy life that you want to live, I suppose.
So, you know, and I get to know Jesus, you know, every time better and better, and you know, all the time it's more and more exciting to find out things and to find out more about him and get to know him better. And yeah, he's just everything that I need, basically.
I've felt so much more passionate towards Jesus, and I know now that he has a plan for me in the future, and he's there with my hurts from the past, but I have a choice, and the choice is to live forwards and not backwards, and he's there to help me choose choices that bring life and not death.
To go with what everyone is saying, to just end up in the flow of everything else, and at Impact, God has to break you before you can be truly fixed.